Starfield is one of the biggest games we've seen in a while when it comes to environments. The map is full of beautiful planets to plunder and explore, and today I thought it'd be really cool for me to share a few of my personal highlights. I mean, there are literally over 1,000 planets to go through, so I'm pretty spoiled for choice. But be aware, I'm not really ranking this by how useful the planet is, more so just how cool I think it is. The last thing I want to say here is simply, I'm not saying these planets are super unique or exclusive, I don't want to overhype this list or anything. They're simply just some planets I thought were kinda cool. Nothing more, nothing less. But anyway, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first one I love in this game is actually where I first set up my base, which is Tau Ceti 2. This one resides in the Tau Ceti system, which is the second system left of Alpha Centauri. The planet is just beautiful, the sky looks amazing during the day, the lighting hits just right, and the planet is rich with life both plant-wise and creature-wise. The grass is super lush, and honestly, if you were to tell me this is a new area in the upcoming Elder Scrolls game, I'd probably believe you. Super beautiful and just really cool. I just really liked how this one looked personally. I guess it hit the spot for me. The next one is a bit of a weird one. It's up to the left of the Nerion system. I am trying to pronounce these right, by the way. And it's in the Eta Cassiopeia system. The planet itself is called Cassiopeia 1, and it's good for a different reason. As you progress in the game, you'll get some quests from Sarah, which will take you to some beautifully generated areas of this planet. Now, while you can't set up an outpost in these areas, by the way, Bethesda, you need to patch this. Let us set a base up wherever we want, please. You can, however, set up bases nearby, so at worst it's a bit of a walk, but at least you don't have to completely re-land your ship to go to these cool generated locations. But this planet is purely beautiful. You have got to check this one out when Sarah gives you her quests. It's genuinely one of the best planets in the game. It's also once again full of plants and enemies, which helps kind of add some replayability to the location. It actually kind of reminds me of some really cool ruins from Skyrim, but kind of desertified. Desertified, is that a real word? The next one we have is one a lot of people would disagree with me on, and I totally understand, since this planet I like for quite a weird reason. Right above Alpha Centauri and to the right of the Sol system is Bernard Star. This planet is a level 1 system hosting only one planet, called Frost. It's a snowy planet which is very up my street. But the reason I love this one so much is mainly because if you squint just hard enough, it almost seems familiar. Look, I'll be honest, I like this planet because it kinda reminds me of the Skyrim atmosphere. Not crazily snowy to the point of just icy plains, just a nice snowy area to explore. There's not much more to say. It's probably the most boring one on this list, but I do recommend you check it out for maybe just a whiff of nostalgia, at least if you're a Skyrim fan. Following this we have the Kasami system, which is just above the Chien system. Again, I'm trying it here. This hosts a lot of cool planets, but the one I personally like is simply Kasami 1. This has an amazing forest area to go through. The planet is super full of nature whilst looking absolutely fantastic. It's actually host to a civilian outpost if you wanted to check that out. And yeah, honestly, this planet is simple but cool. It's a great place to set up a base. It has some amazing scenery, some really cool areas to explore in a variety of settings throughout the planets, from wetlands to forests to frozen volcanic areas. Definitely one of the ones I think you should check out. This one is probably a planet that shares its characteristics with others, but it stuck out to me at least in my playthrough. I'm gonna be honest, man, this next one is kinda cheating. It's technically a moon, but I don't think anyone really cares about that, right? Let me know down below by shouting at me in the comment section. We're going to be heading to a moon, called Delta Vulpines V-B. Try saying that one 5 times fast. It's within, yeah, you guessed it, the Delta Vulpine system, and at first glance, it's a boring ice moon. And to be honest, yeah, it kind of is. It's pretty generic and there's a lot of them. But it does have one pretty amazing view. Because when you turn around, man, yeah, it's pretty stunning. Not a bad little view for a crappy ice moon, huh? There's probably a lot of moons like this, but this is the one I found and I liked, so I thought I'd just kind of share that with you. With that, I bring my list to a close. I hope these planets didn't disappoint you too much, and you at least found one planet maybe worth exploring. I felt like these were quite stunning to view, and I kind of just felt like sharing them. I understand they're not the most useful, but I do love them, especially when it comes to the way they look, so thanks for watching. Please do share some of your personal favourites down below though. I'm always curious to explore the stars with you guys. Anyway, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon.